Fine. Welcome everyone out in Facebook land. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. This is officially number 14 of our nightly Facebook concerts. Thank you so much for being here once again. We are Laura Dubin and Antonio Guerrero for any new visitors we might have tonight. And we'd like to start tonight with a tune by Horace Silver. We've played a couple tunes of his this week, and that's just because he's got so many wonderful compositions that we love to play. It's really hard to just pick one. So actually we've got a couple of them on the program for tonight, and this first one is called Doodlin'. That was a tune by the great Horace Silver called Doodlin'. If you're just joining us tonight, thank you so much for being here. Please leave us a comment and say hello and let us know where you're watching from. We always love to know how far our music is traveling. And as we've done the last several nights, we would love to stay and chat with you a little while after the music ends later on. So please say hello. And if you're new here, please introduce yourself because we would love to meet you, even if it's only through Facebook for the time being. We'd like to play a piece that was recorded on our classical jazz album last year. And that album is exactly what it sounds like. It's jazz arrangements of well-known classical pieces of music. And this next one is actually a combination of a classical piece of music and a jazz standard. It is Mozart's Sonata number 16 in C major, which is one of his most well-known piano sonatas. And it's combined with a classic bebop tune by the saxophonist Charlie Parker called Yardbird Suite. And for some reason, the two tunes just seem to meld together really nicely, which is why we ended up putting them together. I discovered a couple years ago when we first began playing this classical jazz kind of style, I discovered that Mozart lends himself very nicely to jazz because so many of his melodies are long strands of eighth notes or 16th notes, meaning a very long continuous phrase. And that goes so nicely with the bebop style of jazz because musicians in the bebop style would improvise and play melodies in very much the same way. So the two styles, oddly enough, seem to go hand in hand. So we hope you enjoy this Mozart Sonata in C major combined with Yardbird Suite. That was our combination of Mozart's Sonata Number 16 in C major combined with Charlie Parker's Yardbird Suite. Because why not combine two completely different pieces of music like that? It's fun to be able to figure out how to do that, and it's really satisfying when you kind of discover how certain pieces of music can fit together like pieces of a puzzle, even if you don't expect it. This next one is an arrangement of a song from a classic movie, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And I think this is a really nice song for right now because it's kind of like a hopeful song. It kind of makes you think about being creative. And now that we've all got a lot of time on our hands, it's a good chance to kind of use your imagination and come up with some interesting things to do. So this is our arrangement of Pure Imagination. And the way that I imagined this one was in many different time signatures and tempos. So that's the way we've arranged this. Hope you enjoy it. That was our arrangement of Pure Imagination from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. That had all kinds of different tempos and rhythms and key changes in there. We used a little bit of everything. We used our imagination to come up with that one. So if you're joining us tonight, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate you listening and spending time with us tonight. And for those of you who have been watching many other nights the last couple of weeks, we have so appreciated your support. It really means the world to us. If you'd like to make a financial contribution to Laura Dubin Jazz, there's a link right in the video here. And there are 3 ways that you can contribute. The first one is that you can actually order all of our albums. We've got 7 great albums for you to choose from, and they are all available as digital downloads. So we hope you'll check that out. That will give you plenty of music to listen to these next few weeks and months while you're at home. You can also make a one-time donation if you'd like. If you scroll to the bottom of the same page, you'll find it right underneath all the pictures of the albums. And there are several suggested amounts that you can choose from, but you can adjust all of those amounts to your liking. And you can also become a monthly patron of Laura Dubin Jazz. It's basically like a subscription where you will be charged automatically each month. It's a recurring automatic payment. And everything on my website is secure. It's a secure website, and the subscription, the auto payment, if you choose that option, that's through PayPal, and PayPal also stores your information securely. However, if you do have any qualms about entering your credit card information on the internet, but you would like to make a contribution, please feel free to send me a message later and we can talk about another way that you can make it happen. And if you're unable to make a contribution at this time, that is absolutely okay. We really appreciate you being here with us and sharing our music and sharing our videos on your own Facebook page so that other folks can watch. It really means a lot to us to be able to share our music with you still during this time. And we've really appreciated everybody who's shared our videos this week. I know a lot of people hosted some watch parties with our videos, and it's been so great for us because we've made a lot of new friends in the last 2 weeks, even though we haven't had a chance to meet you all officially. Hopefully we will once this quarantine is over. But it's been great to have our music reaching a new audience, and we really appreciate those of you who have been letting your friends and family know about us. We would like to continue with a piece by a great pianist. He's a wonderful pianist who is on the scene right now, named Kenny Barron. And Antonio and I have seen him several times. I think I saw him a couple times before I knew you also. But we saw him, I think it was 2 Christmases ago. Antonio and I took a trip to New York as like a Christmas present to ourselves. And we actually saw Kenny Barron's trio at the Village Vanguard on Christmas Eve, which was like the best thing ever.
Kiyoshi on bass.
Oh my gosh.
Bass player that is incredible.
If Kiyoshi's watching, boy, you were incredible that night and all the time.
Oh, yeah.
That was so special to see them all that night. So we were sitting like this close to him, about like as close as Antonio and I are sitting to each other now. That's like how close we were to the stage. It was amazing.
The first table in the Village Vanguard.
Yeah, we got there like super. Oh sure. Oh yeah, that's fine. Oh geez, sorry, Mr. Ludwig. It was just really special being able to experience the music that close up. And one of the tunes they played that night was the piece that we are about to play, because as soon as they finished the tune, Antonio and I immediately just looked at each other and said, we have to learn that. So we went home and we learned it. We found a recording on YouTube and just transcribed it and learned it. And so we're going to share it with you now. It's called New York Attitude, and it sounds exactly like its title. Yeah.
The mic off, right?
Yeah. Think, yeah. I was sure that it was, but then I second guessed myself. All right. 1, 2, 3. was called New York Attitude by the great pianist and composer Kenny Barron. And I just think that tune sounds exactly like its title. I love when that happens in music.
So much energy.
Yeah, just like New York. We like to dedicate that to all our friends and family who are in New York right now. We're really thinking of all of you during this time because I know that New York is a very critical place to be right now. And so we really hope that you're all staying healthy and safe and staying inside, getting outside for some fresh air, but hopefully with the right amount of social distancing when you do. We're thinking of all of you and sending you all lots of love. Thank you so much for watching tonight. If any of our friends and family in New York are tuning in right now. We've got a couple more, and like I said earlier, we would love to stick around and chat with you all for a few minutes after we finish the music. So if you haven't left a comment yet, please do so and say hello. Let us know where you're watching from. We'd love to know how far our music is reaching. So this next piece, it's a piece of music. I have never heard anything quite like this before. I mean, I'd never heard anything like it until I heard it. And this is another composition by Horace Silver. And I was listening to some Horace Silver recordings on YouTube one day. This was maybe 2 years ago. And this next piece was like the next one in the YouTube playlist that I was listening to. And I saw the title coming up. The title of this tune is Sweet Stuff. And when I saw the title, before hearing the song, I kind of figured it was going to be like a really up-tempo, kind of swinging groove kind of tune. I just thought that that title kind of made me think of that feeling. But when I heard it, I was just absolutely floored by what I heard. It's so beautiful, but not just beautiful in like kind of the typical way. It's like got kind of like a dark undertone to it, but in a really mysterious and just beautiful and kind of like heartache kind of way, heart-wrenching, gut-wrenching way.
It's deep.
Yeah.
Deep, profound.
Very deep, profound piece of music. I'd really like to know kind of what was going on with Horace Silver when he wrote this piece. I would be interested to know, but sadly we'll never have the chance to ask him. But nevertheless, we can still enjoy his beautiful music. This is Horace Silver's composition called Sweet Stuff. That was a piece called Sweet Stuff, composed by the pianist Horace Silver. And personally, I feel like if I was going to compose a piece about this time we're living through right now, maybe a piece of music about social distancing and self-isolation, I feel like it might sound a little bit like that. It's just, it's beautiful, but kind of heartbreaking at the same time. But for me, I just can't help but love it. It's just so unique. I had really never heard a piece of music like that before until I heard this composition.
It's so original for that time. It was 58.
Yeah, I think late 1950s. Yeah, maybe early 60s. We'll have to check the year, but definitely not later than that. So yeah, very innovative music for that time. Even now it would be, if this was a new composition now, it would be very
That you listen
very often.
Often, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So we've got one more tune to play for you tonight, and then we are going to stick around and say hello to you all for a while. I saw several comments pop up while we were playing. I couldn't see who it was, but I saw a little notification, so we would love to say hello to you all afterward. If you haven't left a comment yet, feel free to do so and say hello. And all these videos are public, so feel free to share them on your own Facebook page. If you are watching this on my personal Facebook page, this video is also on my Facebook music page, Laura Dubin Jazz, and you can go ahead and like that page if you haven't already, and you'll receive updates every time we post a new live video or any other information. If you have any friends who aren't on Facebook but you think they would enjoy this music, you can send them the links to these videos. You don't actually have to have a Facebook account to watch these on Facebook. But also, every night after we finish these live streams, we upload them to YouTube as well. You can hear them all on my channel, Laura Dubin Jazz. And I'm slowly putting them on my website also, lauradubin.com. So there's 3 great places to see these videos. And once again, if you would like to do so, there is a link to my website right in the video here. If you'd like to make any kind of financial contribution, if you're enjoying our music tonight, you can either order our albums. We've got 7 albums for you to choose from, all available as digital downloads. You can also make a one-time donation. There are several amounts that you can choose from, but they are all adjustable. You can kind of make them into whatever amount you would like. Or you can also become a monthly patron of Laura Dubin Jazz, which is an automatic credit card payment that you can automatically have deducted. It will take you to a secure PayPal link. And once again, if you would like to make a contribution but you're unsure about putting your credit card info online, please know that my website is secure, and so is the PayPal site for the automatic payments. However, if you're still hesitant, feel free to send me a message here on Facebook, and we can talk about another way for you to make a contribution. If you're unable to do so at this time, we just really appreciate your support no matter what. We're so happy that you're here watching our videos and listening to our music tonight. Like I said earlier, it just really means the world to us to be able to keep sharing our music with you during this time when we're all kind of isolated physically from each other. But we're really grateful to have the internet to be able to keep sharing our music with you. It's such a pleasure for us, truly, to do this every night. And we hope that it's bringing you some joy as well. So without further ado, our last piece, we're going to send you off with something that's going to make you dance. I dare you not to move in your seat while we're playing this one. This is a great composition by the pianist and composer Michel Camilo, and this is called Caribe.
Yeah.
Olé! Since none of you can go on your spring break vacation anymore, if any of you were planning on going somewhere down south where it's nice and warm, this piece will kind of put you in the mood for that.
Yeah,
much for being here with us tonight. That was Caribe by Michelle Camilo. And that's all the music for tonight, but we are going to stick around and say hello to you all for a few minutes. So I'm going to grab my trusty little phone here and see who's watching. And we're Laura Dubin and Antonio Guerrero, as most of you know, but if we have any new listeners with us tonight, that's our names. Those are our names. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's see. There we go. Yay! Your mom's watching again. Hola, Ma! Muchas gracias.
Gracias, Mom.
Wait, how do you say thank you for watching? Gracias por venir. No, that's thank you for coming, right?
Gracias por vernos.
Gracias por vernos. I'm working on it. I spoke much better Spanish when I was living in Mexico, but I've gotten definitely a lot more lazy about it since we moved back here together. Oh, Herman! Hola, Herman! Oh, perfect. All our Spanish-speaking friends are watching tonight. It's good. Bueno practicar para mí. It's good practice for me.
Yeah. One of my best friends and oldest friends, I think, from my childhood. How many memories and adventures together, and thank you for watching.
Yeah. Ooh, maybe we could do a thing with Herman here with some
yeah.
artwork. You can explain. So, Herman, our friend Herman, our amigo from Mexico, is a wonderful painter. Yeah.
He's a professional painter and designer, and well, he's an artist.
Yeah. And we did a live performance with him once in Mexico, didn't we? We did a concert where Herman did some live paintings in real time. Kind of like what we did up here with Dave the other night. So maybe we could have him join us some night. That would be super fun. Oh my gosh, Leo's watching too. Hola, Leo. My gosh, there's like 3 Spanish-speaking friends in a row. Peru, sí.
Yeah,
Hola, Leo. Muchas gracias. It's great to see you through Facebook. Wait, let's see how well I pronounce this. No ha perdido el toque de saber llegar a su audiencia.
Oh, beautiful.
Did I read that okay?
Yeah.
I can read Spanish a little better than I can actually say it spontaneously.
Great,
I got to keep working on it. So thank you all for the Spanish comments. It's good practice for me. Juan Cabrera, thank you so much for watching.
Well, yeah, another good friend of my childhood.
Oh, yay!
Yeah.
Wonderful. Nice to meet you. My dad. Hey, Dad. Thanks so much for watching again.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah, isn't that Horace Silvertune great? I'm not sure if you meant Doodlin' or the other one, Sweet Stuff, because we played 2 Horace Silvertunes tonight, but we dig both of them. So yeah. Lisa Clemens watching again. Hi, Lisa. Thank you so much for being here again.
Thank you, Lisa.
Donna. Hey, Donna. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you for sharing on our videos. Thank you for watching. And
we appreciate it so much. You shared like a whole bunch of our videos the other day, and it like really made my day when I logged on to Facebook and saw that you've been watching all of those on YouTube. We appreciate it so much.
She's always playing. I've seen a lot of videos while she's playing.
Donna's a great pianist here in Rochester. Lucky to have you in our lives. Thank you, Donna. And Bob. Hey, Bob and Sue. Thanks so much for watching again. I'm glad I'm not the only one who heard Lucy and Sweet Stuff. There was a little bit of Lucy in there, I think. All the Lucy I can get, man. Like, the more Lucy, the merrier. So maybe tomorrow I'll have to show some of my Lucy memorabilia here. Actually, I think I've got one little... Here's something. Not sure if Bob and Sue are still watching. It's kind of... Let's see. This is a little I Love Lucy bear. So it's like a Beanie Baby bear wearing the Chocolate Factory outfit from that classic episode where Lucy works in a chocolate factory, which is like the best one ever. Roll him! Oh no, that's there's two episodes where they say that. No, she says speed it up a little. Yeah. So that's the episode where she's in a movie, and then they're like, roll him, speed. They say that twice in 2 completely different scenarios. Oh, Chris DeValder, hey, thanks for watching again. I tried to throw a little Tico Tico in that last one. I'm not sure how well it came across, but sometimes when you plan phrases that you're going to play in your improv, it doesn't really work so well. It's better when they just come out spontaneously. Yeah, wow. Just like life. You try to make plans and you make a schedule for every day, and then the life gods say, ha ha ha, schedule. What's that? I'm going to give you all this other stuff to do today, all this other unexpected stuff.
Sometimes very good surprises.
Yeah, like yesterday. Just kidding. Hey, Linda, thank you so much for watching again.
Thank you, Linda.
So great to see you. I wish I could give everybody a big hug, because every time I see everybody's name here, I just want to, like, do this. I feel like I'm going to reach out and hug my microphone here. You're all going to get, like, a big, giant bear hug whenever we see you again in real life, whenever that may be. Jack Garner's watching. Hey, Jack and Bonnie. Thank you for watching again. Yeah. Want to reposition that a little bit? No, whatever's better for you.
This microphone.
Yeah.
Hopefully my voice is...
Herman says, great Spanish. Muchas gracias. I'm trying. I was just thinking of, what... There was some, like, really deep phrase that you taught me in Spanish a few years ago that was stuck in my head yesterday. It was something about, like, ya no something es cierto. Now that the pressure's on, I can't think of it in the moment. I can remember, like, the rhythm of the poem. You can't tell what I was saying. I'm just kidding. Oh, no, I remember. It was Serenidad y Paciencia. Porque la mente... What was the rest of it?
Lo domina todo. Lo domina todo.
Porque la mente domina todo.
Be patient. And
Serenity now. For any Seinfeld fans.
Serenity now.
You read my mind.
He's the equal of Serenity now.
Exactly. I don't know if you can tell we're married. We have, like, exactly the same brain waves going on here. And actually, Bob's still watching. Thank you. And Samantha's watching again. Hey, Muffin. Thank you so much for watching again.
Samantha
Hope you're staying safe. Yeah. There was something funny that happened yesterday, and I was going to comment on it after we played, and then it slipped my mind. But when we were playing Song for My Father, it was the middle of your drum solo, and, like, without even planning it, we both played, like, the exact same rhythm at the same time, just randomly. It was really funny. I laughed because it's just cool that we know each other so well that things like that end up happening in the music. Yeah. I think I got everybody here. Let me just check and see if there's anything on my other Facebook page, because I've got it in 2 different places, and I want to make sure I didn't leave anybody out. Oh, Leo, thank you for sharing the video. We appreciate it so much.
Is Leo on ships still?
Leo, are you still on well, you're probably not now. Have you been working on ships, or are you back in Peru now? You can let us know in a comment here. I just want to give a shout out to all of our friends, Leo included, all of our friends that we know from working on cruise ships. And I just would like to say for a minute, because I know that, with the way that the virus is spreading now, obviously it's kind of a dangerous place to be. But we saw firsthand how hard and how diligently all the cruise ship employees work to constantly keep it clean and safe for everybody, for the passengers and all the crew workers. And just from our experience being there, I can't speak for other cruise lines, but I know when we were working on Holland America, it was just really incredible, really top-notch, the way the crew, all the crew would come together and just create the safest environment possible and just a clean environment. So just a shout out to all our cruise ship friends out there. If any of you are watching, I know Leo's watching. I just would like to let the public know about that, because I know that, and with everything going on, people might be hesitant to go on cruises in the future. Obviously now everything's kind of getting canceled, but maybe in a few months or next year when things start up again, just so everybody knows, at least on Holland America line, it's a really safe, place to be. The crew just does an excellent job of keeping it that way. Yes. Yeah.
Also all the Filipino crew members.
Yeah.
Filipino,
Indonesian. They make the ship thrive.
They work hard.
The ship would be not running without them, so we appreciate them so much. So I think that we said hello to everybody. Please stay tuned. Tomorrow night we'll be back here around the same time. And, of course, as I mentioned earlier, you can head on over to lauradubin.com if you'd like to make a contribution or download our albums. Thank you so much for your support. Have a wonderful night and stay safe out there. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.